The hidden reason marriages fail. Most people think marriages fail because of big problems, cheating, financial struggles, or falling out of love. But what if I told you that the real reason most marriages fall apart isn't any of these? It's something much deeper, something invisible. And the scariest part? Most couples don't even realize it until it's too late. This one thing determines whether your relationship will last or end in heartbreak. It's called emotional intelligence. And if you don't have it, your marriage is at risk, even before it starts. Today, I'll show you why emotional intelligence is the most important skill for a successful marriage and what happens when you don't have it. By the end, you'll know exactly why you shouldn't get married until you master the skill. Why love alone isn't enough. We've all been taught that love is the foundation of a strong marriage. Movies, songs, and books make it seem like love is all you need. But that's not true. Love alone won't stop misunderstandings. Love won't prevent emotional outbursts. Love won't teach you how to communicate when you're hurt or angry. That's why so many people who deeply love each other still end up divorced. Because love is just an emotion. It's not a skill. And marriage doesn't require just emotions. It requires emotional intelligence. The silent relationship killer. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever said something in anger that you regretted later? Have you ever ignored your partner's feelings because you didn't know how to handle them? Have you ever avoided difficult conversations because they made you uncomfortable? If you answered yes to any of these, you might not be ready for marriage. Because marriage is full of emotional challenges. And without emotional intelligence, those challenges can destroy your relationship. The statistics, how emotional intelligence affects relationships. Studies show that X% of relationships fail due to poor emotional intelligence skills. Not because couples don't love each other, not because of external problems, but because they don't know how to heavy checkmark manage their emotions during conflicts. Heavy checkmark communicate their needs without attacking or blaming. Heavy checkmark understand their partner's feelings, even when unspoken. Heavy checkmark resolve issues in a healthy way. In other words, they lack the emotional intelligence needed to make a marriage work. What happens when emotional intelligence is missing? Let's imagine two couples. Couple A. When they argue, they stay calm and listen to each other. They take time to cool down before responding. They don't blame or insult each other. They apologize when they're wrong. They understand that emotions are temporary, but words last forever. Couple B. When they argue, they yell, blame, and shut down. They react emotionally without thinking. They hold grudges and bring up old mistakes. They refuse to apologize. They make their partner feel unheard and unloved. Now, which couple do you think will last? Most people don't realize they're behaving like couple B until their relationship is already falling apart. That's why emotional intelligence is not optional. It's necessary for a healthy marriage. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is not about being overly emotional or suppressing your feelings. It's about heavy checkmark understanding and managing your own emotions. Heavy checkmark recognizing and respecting your partner's emotions. Heavy checkmark responding instead of reacting in stressful situations. Heavy checkmark communicating clearly and calmly, even during conflicts. In short, it's the ability to handle emotions maturely and wisely. And without it, even the strongest love will not survive. How to develop emotional intelligence before marriage. 1. Learn to control your reactions. When emotions rise, logic disappears. If you respond in anger, frustration, or defensiveness, you will make things worse. Before reacting, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? Is this about my partner or something deeper? How can I respond in a way that helps, not hurts? This one habit can prevent unnecessary fights and keep your relationship strong. 2. Listen without defensiveness. Most people listen to reply, but emotionally intelligent people listen to understand. When your partner shares their feelings, don't interrupt. Don't defend yourself. Just listen. And instead of arguing, say, "I hear you. Tell me more." This simple phrase can instantly calm tension and make your partner feel valued. 3. Express your feelings clearly. Bottling up emotions leads to resentment. On the other hand, exploding with emotions causes damage. Instead, practice clear and calm communication. Instead of saying, "cross mark, you never listen to me," say, "white heavy check mark, I feel unheard when we talk. Can we work on that together?" This way, you express your emotions without attacking your partner. 4. Take responsibility for your emotions. Your emotions are your responsibility. If you blame your partner for how you feel, you give them control over your emotions. Instead, ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Is my reaction fair? How can I express my feelings without blaming? When you take responsibility for your emotions, your conflicts become easier to resolve. 5. Learn to apologize and repair. Every couple fights, but the difference between couples who last and those who don't, the ability to repair. That means apologizing when needed, fixing emotional wounds instead of ignoring them, showing your partner they matter, even after a disagreement. A simple "I'm sorry, I see your point" can rebuild trust faster than anything else. 6. Practice empathy daily. Marriage isn't just about your feelings. It's about your partner's feelings too. Every day, ask yourself, heavy check mark, how does my partner feel right now? Heavy check mark, what do they need from me emotionally? Heavy check mark, how can I support them better? When both partners develop emotional awareness, the relationship becomes stronger and more fulfilling. Final truth. Are you ready for marriage? Now, let's go back to the original question. Should you get married? The answer isn't about love. It's not about finding the perfect partner. It's about you. Are you emotionally intelligent enough to handle the challenges that marriage will bring? Because love alone won't save you. But emotional intelligence? That's the real key to a happy, lasting marriage. Closing call to action. If this opened your eyes, let me know in the comments. Do you think love is enough for marriage? Or is emotional intelligence more important? And if you're serious about building stronger relationships, hit that like button and subscribe because we have a lot more to talk about.